Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark, they're all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our House Dayne playthrough, where we are currently at war with the Martells yet again, who are going for independence. They are constantly plotting against us, trying to get rid of Queen Alla, trying to break away. So we are now going to go to war with them, and once we defeat them we are going to take away the Martell Queen, take Sunspear for ourselves, and then when our prisoner Martell is old enough we're going to force marry him to a Dane and then grant him the Lordship and High Lordship of the Broken Arm. They're giving it to a Dane ancestor, at least through a Martell marriage. So let's unpause and get on with our war. We're currently at war with the Reach as well to get the full High Lordship of the Old Town lands. My courtier, Sir Kevin Greenfield, expressed a desire to get married and has asked me for permission to find him a suitable spouse. I'll find him someone to marry. Let's have a look. There's about to be a decent proposal somewhere, isn't there? One who's old enough, as long as they're old enough. Yeah, an oak cart. There you go. That's a very good marriage. Right, so we've got 2,200 Reach men in Starfall. I've arranged a load of marriages as well for some other courtiers, and yeah, there's a small Reach army there, so we'll send this 6,000 men against those. We'll send the other 6,000 men down into the Prince's Pass to march on the small force that the Martells are building. Your friend Maester John has died, and now it falls to you to decide whether to make a funeral a bigger special event or just keep it a small private one. We'll give him a small private one just for the Dane family and the castle. He was a close friend. That means we need a new court physician. Could go for the Summer Island a bit. Considering we rule in Old Town, I think that would be seen as a bit of an insult, wouldn't it, to the Maesters. So we'll send to the Citadel for a Maester, and hopefully, considering we are the Lord of Old Town, we'll hopefully get a very good Maester. We'll need a new Commander of the Dawn as well, apparently. But let's have a look. I wonder who's disappeared. Let's have a look. We've got plenty of good commanders. There we go. We'll go with you. Zahala Talk of the Summer Isles. My prince, I would like to politely remind you of the gold that Dawn owes my house. I don't remember borrowing money off you, but fair enough. It must be money that the High Towers owned, and now that we own the Lordship we owe the money, so yeah, we'll pay it off. We've got money, so we may as well pay it off. Right, where is that army marching away to? They must be marching to the Florent land, so we will chase them down. The invitations have been sent to the lords and ladies of the realm to come to the funeral. It is time to prepare the feast and the funeral itself. I don't know if you noticed, guys, but earlier today I did upload a long-awaited update on the Walking series, an old series from the channel that some of you may not have seen if you're new to the channel, but I hope that those of you who were big fans of that series did enjoy the latest installment, and I hope that those of you who don't know about it can go check out that series, and I hope you enjoy. My prince, the Maester we sent from the Citadel, has arrived in Starfall, a riverman by the name of Ronald. Okay, he's strong, interesting for a Maester. Dutiful academic, a Maester, zealous, selfish and ruthless. He's not amazing, but he'll do. Hopefully he gets better. Oh, very nice. Collected a tax revenue, 56 gold. That's a massive tax revenue indeed. Right. Is my son in hiding? No, he's not, so we probably should. They're about to take Starfall, so we need to put our court in hiding, really, don't we? Can we do that? We'll spend lavishly on food just because we're rich. We need to get the men over there as quickly as possible. Let's march those down on to Starfall. I'm sure that we did say that we put our son in hiding. We don't want to lose this war because of that. Which we may do now because they're about to take it. And we've gained the fat trait, which is not nice. Damn it. That's because we keep having exquisite. I'm not going to attempt to say that again, but that's because we keep having all these expensive balls and such. We're going to end up losing this war because they're going to take Starfall, and we're not going to be able to stop them in time. Unfortunately. And can't go into hiding. It's too late. Unless we can get there on time somehow. Just had a crushing victory here again, so 58% victory rate gives us 67%. Can they make it in time? I don't think they're going to make it in time. And we can't go into hiding. Let the feasting commence. Oh, we've got some prisoners, though. Who have we got in our prison cells? 2 prisoners. Morgan, yeah, Martel, and Master Edwin of Three Flowers. A Reachman, Hairlip. What should we do with you? Could just banish you to the wall. Torture, mutilate, blind, execute, humiliate. Who was your liege? Lord Beesbury. Now we want to make Lord Beesbury like us, don't we? We don't. So we'll ransom you for 25 gold rather than torturing you. But when we get our hands on the Martel princess, she is in for a world of pain. As well as which lord was it that was trying to usurp us in the last episode? We still need to get him under our control. Did he go to Lord Vaith? I'm sure he went to Lord Vaith. Who was it again? It was one of the lords of these lands. Lord Upland, Lord Freetower, Lord Renly of Low Tower. I want to get him in our custody so we can torture him for plotting to kill us. Ah, that's fine. Okay, so they didn't get any great victory by taking Starfall. That's good news. So we'll crush that army there. Easily crush it because we've got a huge army here of 6,000 men. Lord Willis of Olden Keep accepted Lord Karenas of Cottlewent's peace offer. You committed much gold to the extravagant feast. In particular, the guests were impressed with the large centrepiece on the dais table. It represented a green lawn surrounded with large peacock feathers and green branches to which were tied violets and other sweet-smelling flowers. In the middle of this fortress was placed, covered with silver. The fortress was hollow and formed a sort of cage in which several live bears were shut up, their tufts and feet being gilt. On its tower, which was gilt, the banners of the Dane were placed. Okay, we've got a decent amount for that. Let's go and siege Norcross, why not? Okay, they're marching away up to Blackmont. Well, that's a very silly thing to do because we're going to be able to completely trap you there. You're going into a dead end, you idiots. Okay, but that's made the war a lot easier for us. We've got to watch out for the Martels as well, wherever they're marching. They've not got a great amount of men. The usual reserves shall suffice. Let's take the ships around to here. As the Silent Sisters finish the preparations of the deceased, the body of Maester John is brought to the local sept and laid atop the altar at its centre. Canopic jars of Orient design are placed at the feet of the dead. An eldest child places it. Well, he shouldn't have an eldest child, he's a maester. The death stones upon the closed eyes of the deceased. One by one, those closest to the departed in life make their way into the sept and speak their goodbyes. Shed their mournful tears and pray to the seven for the dead. As the day winds down and the last goodbye is said, the body is carried by kin along the crowd-lined streets to its final resting place. As the sun fades away, a great feast is held, and those who knew the dead recount stories of the life and deeds of the lost, and we gain 40 piety for that, which is awesome. We've got a lot of prestige as well saved up, which is also good. How is the Grey Plague looking? Has it spread into our land? No, it looks like it's fading away now, which is good news. That's perfect. It's good to see. How well is that still defended? Quite well. That's not defended too well though, so that's not too bad. We'll start moving men over once we've done that to get them back to the dawn quicker so that we can fight the Martels and get those out of the way. Still trying to get our claims on the Stormland Marchlands as well, which is taking a lot longer than expected for some reason. It's a level 10 fort, so we can't actually assault our own castle, so we'll just go and defeat this army in High Hermitage. We do have the mountain bonus, but with how many men we've got, if we put a few extra commanders in here, I'm sure we'll be fine. Do we have a siege leader present here? Where is the siege leader? Where are you? Where are you? Here we go. There he is. And let's put another siege leader in charge of this if we have one. I'm sure we have another siege leader somewhere. Apparently not, but we'll go with Albion Ironwood. Why not? And get Norcross under siege as quickly as possible. Which we need to wait another day until we can siege. And, well, assault, but we'll just grind it down instead. It's an easy victory. There we go. Absolutely crushed that Reachman armour. A very easy victory. They suffered heavy casualties. We'll go lift the siege on Starfall. I am surely with child. My husband will be pleased. Awesome. Gain 10 prestige. Hopefully a daughter. Another son would be quite good actually though. We've got an idle council member, the Master of Whisperers. Not really got much to do with you at the moment, so we'll just sabotage the economy of Sunspear. Make sure they can't get any extra troops. Almost done the next siege here. Should be able to lift this siege very easily. Assault this once we get a few more men there. Open council position. We need a new priest. We'll go with Talbot. And we'll get him to obviously try and convert the people of Hornhill, which for some reason really doesn't want to happen. They really don't want us to lift that siege there. Change the religion there. Right, they're now retreating, but we'll let them go. We'll let them go. We'll be able to crush what remains of them. I think once we've sieged these lands that we're trying to get anyway, we'll be okay. We've almost sieged this. Almost sieged here as well. Then we can march on that Reach army, which for some stupid reason has decided to get very, very close to us. Dangerously close indeed. We've also decided to do in the War King. There's a lot of non-canon houses. I'm going to do it just like we did in this series, where we can, you guys can rename them for me. Some cool First Man houses up in the north. Everyone is named on this one so far, so we don't have any new lords that need naming at the moment. What did we just take? Rush Hall, perfect. We'll attempt an assault on the next province. Actually, no, let's go and march and take care of that Reach army and get us a hell of a lot of war score, hopefully. Finishing off what little remnants of their army they have left. Which isn't a lot. There we go, 62%. Perfect. Let's march on to Dunsbridge and get that under siege as well. We've nearly lifted the siege on Starfall. We've lifted the siege here completely. My prince, we've heard reports from the Elbow that your courtier, Torma Lavos, is suffering greatly in the captivity of Lord Byron Nightgear, and apparently the unfortunate Torma is being routinely tortured by her captives. Is she actually one of our prisoners? Yes, she is. Asked to ransom prisoner, 10 gold. Let's save the poor cow. Right, can you guys board the ships, please? And then sail around to here. Though of somewhat dubious province, Lord Kyle of Ghost Hills has presented me with evidence that is plotting treason against me. Okay, we'll keep this information to ourselves. Let's have a look. Is there some plots against us then? Rescue someone from prison. Yep, we're already going to try and do that. Are you yet 16, Morgan Martell? No. We can't force you to marry just yet. Yep, you're going to take that. The ships are going to bring the men round to Dawn so that we can march on the Martells as we've nearly finished off the Reach men. There we go, we've managed to release her, so she's free. She's free from being tortured. Just docking the Elbow for now. We'll go over there, 2,300 men. Okay, I think if we split... Do you know what? We'll march the 2,900 there to carry on the siege. Which is almost over, and then we'll march the 6,000 on to face the Martells. My prince, I write to express my consternation at the fact that Lucas enjoys command of your armies. We'll just smooth it over because we've got good diplomacy skills. Right. Let's assault because we've got enough men to do so. Perfect. 80%. Maybe if we go and crush that army, but I don't really want to do Amanda Crossing. My young prisoner has finished his education in bookkeeping and administration. It is evident that he has excelled in his studies. Awesome. He's a skilled steward. Right. Let's recruit him. Do it. There we go. Now, can we arrange a marriage with your daughter, Rohan Dayne? Arrange marriage between her and Morgan Martell. Yes, perfect. And then we'll give Sunspear to those once we capture it. Your wisdom, Mercy Legend. I accept the suggestion. Awesome. Rohan Dayne is now married to Morgan Martell, which is a perfect marriage for us. Right. Let's wait until they actually arrive in Brightwater Keep and then we'll march on them. So that it's too late for them to escape. Your Wisdom and Mercy are legendary. I've been appointed as your regent. That means our child is very soon to be on the way, which is awesome news. Be interested if we have another son or a daughter. Let's go crush that gardener host. How is young Arthur turning out? 1 year old, and he's got 1 stewardship and 1 learning, which is annoying. Right. A Zine Guardian. Someone with a very, very good martial. Someone who's going to be who's a good fighter. We've got skilled fighter there. Let's go with him. Send. My prince, I grieve to report that Lord Balador's men have caused much damage to the castle and countryside after their siege of Starfall. This is bad news, but we'll replenish that. But at least it means we can send the 9,000 on together now to face the Martells and crush what remains of them. Well, it's their whole host, and we have beaten the gardeners, or whoever is in charge of the Reach now. It changes daily, doesn't it? The Dornish Reachman de jour war over Bandolin has ended. Queen Alla of the Dane won. Awesome. Let's bring those men down to Old Town. Bring the ships around. We might be able to do something. Bring those men back. We might not need them, but we can always get them. It might be quicker than the army that's going across land. Lord Fossaway is still the ruler of that. That's fine. Yeah, we'll keep you. You can keep your title. We'll send you a little gift to make you like us, because you absolutely hate us, because you've got a very strong claim on all the lands that we now have, which is tough. We'll be giving them to our second son once he becomes of age. The war between the Great Powers of Dawn has subsided for now until the next time. Right, the Martells are 61% up because we're yet to actually attack them. The war has ended. You wish to reappoint the old council? Yes, I do. My prince, I've collected an ample tax revenue, 51 gold. Awesome. Come on, guys, you need to get over the Deserts of Dawn as quickly as possible. And you guys need to hurry up and get to this fleet as quickly as possible as well. Oh no, there's a massive 131 strong Ironborn fleet sailing around, which is awkward. The regency of Queen Alla of the Dawn has ended. So that means, oh, we've got a daughter. A daughter was born to Queen Alla of the Dawn and King Franklin of the Dawn, named Hestella. I'm not sure I like Hestella Dayne. Let's name her... Let's have a look. Alla, we could name her Alla. Nim, no. Fiona, Nim, Senna, Alasane Dayne. Bit of a tongue twister. You know what, we'll just name her Alla Dayne, another Alla Dayne, why not? We've fulfilled the ambition to have a daughter, so we need a new ambition. We'll go with win the war if it's there, because it'll be an easy one to do really quick. Yep, we'll arrange a reward. We'll just send him a little bit of gold. Right, the men have arrived in Old Town. Let's embark the army and sail around to the opposite coast of Dawn so that we can get there quicker than the men who are going by foot anyway, by the looks of it, as they're taking a hell of a long time to get there. You can probably expect to see a lot more videos coming to the channel and new series soon, as I'm currently off work, as you may already know. Thanks to the coronavirus, I'm going to have to isolate now while work has shut down. Lord Garrus has sent me an invitation to join him in a dueling tournament where he needs a partner. He could be an opportunity to get to know him better. He really likes us, doesn't he? Sounds like it could be fun. Yeah, why not? Right, the men have arrived. Let's dock them in Ghost Hill and lift the siege. Get some of that war score back. Okay, the Martells are now fleeing. Yes, you can run. Lord Garrus sent me an envelope containing the rotten head of some no-name bard who allegedly was writing songs mocking me. Judging by the message sticking from the bard's mouth, Lord Garrus apparently thinks this is a gruesome gift that will make me like him more, and he's right. Of course he's right. Lord Garrus expertly fences us through the first rounds of the tournament. It is clear that he has a lot of prior experience with fencing. I'm impressed by his swordsmanship. Right, let's lift the siege here. Perfect. March on to that Martell armour. Hopefully trap them. Lift the siege again. It's a stupid rebellion for them to have. They've not got the men to stop us. We finally reached the final of the tournament, and our last opponents are two large men. Garrus waits them out and dodged back and forth, apparently tried to tire them out. The offence is not the only way to take people like that out. Yes, let us tire them out. Yeah, we fought together, which will go down well. We've had a victory in the siege, we've had a victory in the battle, but we're still losing heavily, which is pretty surprising. Let's assault again. Varon's justice has brought peace to a troubled county. Fewer crimes are committed and fewer complaints are heard in the province. The peasants have never been happier. The peasants. The vassals of the Dawn now view you with respect, and so they should. About time. Right, let's get Sunspear under siege, and let's get Planky Town under siege. It's closer. No, Lemonwood's probably closer. Well, whichever. We'll go get both under siege. Let's get our men there and end this war. Let's dock the ships in Ghost Hill for now, so they're nearby. Beast fell to the ground from all the wounds, and all the retainers let out a loud cheer. I thank Lord Garrus for the fun event. But I thought we was fencing, not hunting. Okay, something went a bit weird there, maybe. We're still making a lot of money as well, thanks to our massive incomes from Old Town now. Queen Alla, my mother, Lady Nim Dayne, has died, and you are humbly invited to her funeral. Of course I shall attend. If it's a Dane, of course. There we go, crush what's left of the Martell force. Hopefully Lemonwood won't be that well defended siege-wise. Obviously Sunspear is a level 10, I believe, weren't it, as we learnt last time, so we can't just assault it, which is fairly annoying. So we're just going to have to grind it down. Do you know what? We'll split in half, and we'll send 4,000 to Planky Town, just so we can get 3 provinces all under siege at the same time. Let's bring the ships round to the Broken Sea, so that we can dock them in whichever province we take first. Shouldn't take too long to get these provinces. We're just going to have to forward things along. Lord Mark of Lunmouth used a favour on Lord Gerald of the Red Watch to get the Chief General position. The funeral. As the Silent Sisters finish the preparations of the deceased, the body of Lady Nim is brought to the local sept and laid atop the altar at its centre. Canopic jars of ornate design are placed at the feet of the dead, and the eldest child places the death stones upon the closed eyes of the deceased. One by one, those closest to the departed in life make their way into the sept and speak their goodbye, shed their mournful tears, and pray to the seventh of the dead. As the day winds down and the last goodbye is said, the body is carried by kin along the Crown Line streets to its final resting place. As the sun fades away, a great feast is held, and those who knew the dead recount stories of the lives and deeds of the lost. We've just got a long couple of sieges ahead now to finish off this war and reinstall our own trusty Martel. Let's see, what is his opinion of us? He's in our court. We've married him to a family member. Where is he? Should be in here somewhere. Martel. There you are, Morgan Martel. 55 opinion of us. Pretty decent opinion. Award honorary title. You can be the Keeper of Swans. Get you more on side before we give you back your ancestral seat. Okay, there is a small Martel host marching off to Ghost Hill with 20 other men coming from somewhere. Gaston Grey is under the Martels still for some reason. Should probably be under the Ironwoods, to be honest. But yeah, we'll be able to siege all this pretty easily and pretty quickly. We're still losing the wall. I don't understand how we can be losing the wall when they've got no manpower. They've not got anything sieged. Absolutely ridiculous. But whatever. Wow, look at that money going up. I'm starting to think Amoria might fancy me. Amoria are Marband. Make a move. I must try and resist my urges. Gain 15 piety. Gain the straight trust. What should we do? What's Marbrand like? Paranoid honor, not very impressive, so we'll resist. I don't think we can gain anything from doing it. Come on, we've nearly sieged Lemonwood. Then we can march up and take the rest of the Martel lands. Siege of Ghost Hill ended in defeat. How are we losing 55%? That's ridiculous. Commander of the Dawn. Let's have a look what we've got, what have we got? You're not too bad. You'll do for now. Come on, nearly siege this. Nearly siege. Let's just assault. And we lost. That's from me being impatient. We lost a hell of a lot of men from doing that. What a stupid, stupid idea to do. Matters of life and death. With age comes wisdom, they say, or at least it may change the questions we ask. You mutter to yourself. You've had trouble sleeping lately. More often than not, while the rest of your court is sound asleep, you find yourself staring at the ceiling. You are getting older each day, closer to leaving the plane of existence. It is a folly to fear such things, of course, yet you cannot keep these feelings at bay. Didn't you use to dream of grander things? What about you carving out your own path? What happened to your ambitions? You sit up straight in your bed. This is ridiculous. You are the ruler. You have people ready to serve you your any whim. Perhaps your councillors have ideas. If nothing else, it might ease your trouble sleeping. Summon the council. Let's get some ambitions. Meetings of the minds. Your council convenes and the faces of your advisors speak of confusion. Why are we here, my lady? It comes with a hint of concern. You sit down and the suspense is almost tangible. As you leave the question hanging in the air, finally you speak, and without disclosing much of your current nightly restlessness, you convey the message equally enough. I want to discuss the concept of life and death, and I want to look into everlasting life. They nod slowly. So what do you think? The spirit rises in the room as your councillors start to talk, some hesitantly, some gesturing wildly. They all have ideas. Send my trusted Kangren. I trust Corwin to handle this discreetly. Master of Whisperers. Yeah, let's send our Master of Whisperers then. So we're going to try and go after eternal life, apparently. Recently I've noticed the pitiful state of my husband. Call for a physician. I expressed my views on the whole religion and God thing a bit too loud and got into a bit of trouble with the priest because of it. After being skillfully treated by Maester Renner, my husband frankly is feeling much better. Perhaps he's deserving of some praise. I should compensate him for a job well done, of course. 48 men here because of that siege, with me getting very impatient. Just lost a lot of men, sent a lot of men to their death for being slightly impatient. Whoops. How are we 77% down in this war? Absolutely ridiculous. Can we call up more men from places? We actually can. We have actually got more men elsewhere. Wow. Okay. March on Old Town. March on Starfall. Just in case we need you. We'll send the ships around. You can go chasing after the army then. We'll send you to Old Town first. and then to Starfall on the way back. Come on, hurry up and get Sunspear and Planky Town under siege, boys. Taking you forever to do it. Come on. We're almost there. We're at minus 84% because they've got one land sieged. Ridiculous. Okay, but they're marching into Lemonwood rather than getting something else under siege. I don't even know if they've got enough men to siege anything, if I'm honest. They probably haven't. 571 men. My prince, I'm pleased to report the successful siege of Sunspear. Lady Joanna Martell could not be found. Take them into house arrest. There we go, we're up 66% now. That's made a massive difference. 3,000 men there, 6,000 men. You can't assault still. Right, let's have a look. Is the fleet there? Yep, 1,700 men. Merge. Merge. Embark the armour. And let's go to Sandstone and pick up the rest of the men, and then we can chase down the Martell host. Well, what's left of the Martell host. Once we're done there, let's assault. Attempt an assault. Easy victory. 78%. Here we go. We've swayed it massively in our favour now. I'm going to say that we can't lose a war to 2,000 men. It would be incredibly embarrassing. Right, 3,000 men here in Sandstone. Let's merge them together. Wait for the ships to arrive. Probably ain't going to need them, but we'll bring them just in case. We've got an open council position. We need a new High Admiral. Who have we got? Who have we got? I'm sure we have actually got a Drown God Worshipper. Apparently not. I thought we did have. Okay, we'll go with someone that we like. Someone on the coast. Let's go with Morgan Martell. Let's get him even more on side. A brother at ours. We become close friends with Lord Bors Blackmont. Awesome. 5,000 men here. Let's get on the fleet and bring them around to Salt Shore as quickly as possible and try and chase down at that Martell host. Let's attempt an assault again. Get Sunspear completely under our control, if possible. There we go. Okay, now the next province is pretty well defended, so instead we'll march on to Spotswood. We'll leave you sieging Planky Town. Wow, Planky Town's very well defended, so let's march on to Lemonwood instead. Got 5,000 men here. Let's march after the Martell host. Let's march to Ghost Hills. We can lift the siege there as well, can't we then, whilst we're at it? Got Special Miner. We need a new Commander of Dawn. Our commanders are constantly disappearing or dying. Let's just go with you. Go victory. The Battle of Spotswood. How well defended is Spotswood? Pretty well defended. Enough that we can't assault. So we'll just chase down the Martell host for now. Looks like we're going to crush them in Ghost Hill. They're not going to be able to get away in time. Lift the siege there. That should be enough to win us the war and replace the treasonous Martell bitch. Promises in the dark. Your Master of Whisperer finds you in the night, startling you awake. Sorry, Master, but the walls have ears. I dared not come during the day, he says. Somebody is on my track. I could use some help throwing them off of my scent. No, don't worry. It means that we're getting close, he whispers, a confident smirk only just visible on his face. There's a legend, you see, and, well, we're very close to locating a certain person who can help. We're not the only ones looking for her. I could pay for disguises. I'm going back to sleep. Yeah, let's pay for disguises. I'm interested to see where this is going to go. Even if it's going to go somewhere very bad. And it could end up hurting us badly in the end. Right, 100%. Awesome. Offer peace and force demand. Yes. The War of Broken Arm Independence has ended. Queen Alla of the Dawn won. Right. Queen Alla of the Dawn fulfilled the ambition to win the war. Senator, she will forfeit the Broken Arm. Queen Alla of the Dawn has usurped the title High Lordship of the Broken Arm from Lady Sunspear. And we will also revoke Lordship of Sunspear as well from her, which is now ours. Perfect. Which we can then give to Morgan Martell, putting in our place our own Lord, who's going to be incredibly loyal now, stopping any last rebellions from the Martells. They should be pretty much in our debt now, and very, very loyal. Grant landed title, Lordship of Sunspear. Send. There we go. Doesn't look very Martell though, does he? Planky Town Lord Wendell Martell. You can keep that. Lemonwood is a house, and we've got House Santagar as well. We need a new ambition. Let's go for see the realm prosper. have 5 years of peace whilst we prepare to invade the Stormlands. Also, I want to move my Master of Coin. It'd probably be much better off collecting taxes in Old Town. We'll probably make a lot more money that way. Right, let's disband all our armies, disband the fleet. And now let's go and take a trip into our dungeons where we have, who do we have? Lord of Planky Town. He has Martella heirs. You, I will ransom you for 70 gold. Wow, impressive, yes. Who else have we got? Marius Vailin, whoever you are. Not sure who you are. But I will ransom you as well, 25 gold. So we're going to make 100 gold there. But Jelen Martel, I'm afraid you're not going anywhere. So let's... What can we do with you? Let's torture her. Then, or should we just execute her? Let's execute her. Do it. Beheaded, hanged, crushed to death, hung, drawn and quartered, put her in the bear pit, make her suffer in the snake pit, tear her bowels out, boil her alive, saw her in half, bury her alive, wall her up in a tomb, break her on the wheel. Oh, so many nice choices. Let's boil her alive. That sounds incredibly painful. And we're now known as the Red. Queen Alla, the Red of the Dawn. The Red Dawn. It's all pretty scary now. We need a new Master of Wisp. Oh no, we're just not going to be doing anything, have we? I don't really know what to do with you for now, if I'm honest. But, we need to give you as well, Lord Martel. Grant the landed title. High Lordship of the Broken Arm. Send. There we go. You should be very thankful and very, very loyal to us now, I'd imagine. Yes, you are. And Gaston Grey, I'm going to transfer the vassalage of it to... Oh no, it probably would be to Lord Jourdain, actually. Let's have a look. Does he expect that? Let's just go on to the de jure High Lordships. Okay, so apparently it's its own one, apparently. So we'll leave it as its own thing, or should I just give it to... I might just give it to the Jourdains. Anyway, let's transfer vassalage of Doomspire. Send. There we go. Gets it off as it's one less vassal for us to have to worry about keeping happy. Some of your kin are unhappy that you granted the Lordship of Sunspear to Lord Morgan Martel. I want to keep people happy. I don't care if our husband gets upset by that. But I think we'll end this episode here, guys. We still didn't get that claim on any land in this episode. So I may forward things along. I'm not sure just yet what to do. We want to try and get those 5 years of peace and prosperity, but we want all these claims. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces that we need to get claims on up there, so it's going to take a little while to get them. But we have expanded. We've managed to hopefully get the peace in Dawn now with the Broken Arm and the Martels. They should hopefully be forever loyal now, and we can start getting our claims and maybe moving out into the Stepstones at one point. But yes, I thank you all so much for watching as always. Please don't forget to like, comment down below and subscribe if you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you all very soon for my next video.